Hi, welcome back. I'm Adam. I'm still living in China, living and teaching in China. Now, I had a video I wanted to do for a while that was how to find an apartment in China, how to rent an apartment in China, how to find an apartment, right, in China. And originally it was going to be the old-fashioned way. Originally I was going to do a video where we go into the old-fashioned way is you turn up to a real estate office. You walk into a real estate agent's office. They're all over the place. Like, you choose your area you want to live. You walk around until you find a real estate agent's office, and you walk in and you talk to the agents and you tell them, I'm looking for a 2-bedroom place. I'm looking for, I have this, I want to pay this much rent. And they would have a computer, and they would be able to bring up some apartments, and you'd be able to have a look. And you'd be able to have a look at the pictures of the apartment, and they'll say, what about this place? And you say it's too small, and then they'll show you a different place. And it was a really convenient way. And if you liked the apartment, you could go, they would take you to have a look at the apartment. So that was the old-fashioned way. You can still do that. You can still walk into a real estate agent's office and, just talk to someone there. You don't need great Chinese to be able to communicate, which area you want to live in, how many rooms, how much you want to pay the rent, and things like this. And the real estate agent's office will have like a map of the local area, so they can even say, like, here, we're over here, or this area, or here. So you can try and find something that's best for you.
But now it's 2026, so we don't need to actually leave your house. You can, okay, so there's an app. I don't like using the app. I don't use the app. I use the website because I'm old school. If I'm booking a flight or a hotel or looking for a house, I like to just use my computer, not my phone. I don't book flights on my phone. I don't know why. I'm just old school like that. There is an app. There is also a website. The website I'm using is ke.com. It's just ke.com. And then you go to the relevant city, city's website. The app, I believe, is called Beike, I think. Beike. I don't have the app. I've used the website. So what happened was, before there was some different apps and mini programs that you could use, but they weren't very good because landlords would put like a fake house that's really nice, and you would see it. And I think, oh, that's really beautiful. It's really big. The price is really good. And then when you turn up to see it, the landlord will be like, oh, that one's gone already. Sorry, but there's another one here you can have a look at. And that was what I heard. That was what I had always heard about the apps and the mini programs before. But apparently this company, Beike, they bought all the apps and they consolidated all of the apps into one app, into one program. And now it is trustworthy and reputable again. So it's ke.com. You search for your city. I'm in the Nanjing one already. And then you look for you can search by area. You can search by subway station. Let's have what's going on here? Do I have to? I have to log in. Okay. So I had to log in. You have to log in with a phone number there. I'm going to look for line 2. There should be a place, yeah, Mochouhu. So there's a really nice area in Nanjing called Mochouhu. It's like a small lake. And there are some really nice apartments that overlook the lake. So I'm going to search for Mochouhu. And I want to live by myself. I don't want to live with other people. This is an example. I already have a place. And let's say the price range. Let's get a nice one. You can choose the price range, the area. Is this how many? What is that? How many floors? Or is that how many people? And the size. And here I've got 67. So let's just have a look at any of these. This is oh, this one looks nice. So what's cool about this is we have these little virtual house tours now. So this also comes up on the phone, or I'm using the computer because I'm comfortable with it. But now we have these 360 degrees. What do you call this? Virtual tour. So you don't actually have to. You get a good idea of what the house is like without having to actually go there. This is kind of a weird. Yeah, nice. Got a weird kind of middle area here. Yeah, I don't. Well, like, what's that? What would you put there? I guess the little kids area. Kitchen. Your kitchens, you're often going to find the kitchens are quite small. Chinese people tend to. I mean, they do order a lot of food now because it's so convenient, but they also, when they cook, they just need one burner and they just do everything in the same wok. So you don't find big kitchens, which is one of my main gripes. But let's have a look at a few more places. So yeah, the great thing about this app, and it's the same on the phone, you can go to these virtual tours and you can get a good idea of the place you're looking at. It's not just pictures. You can actually get a feel for like walking around inside the house. And you can look at a lot of places very quickly, and it's a big whiteboard there. Don't like that so much. Yeah, you can see a lot of places very quickly. Like I said, I'm old school. I always do this on my computer. I used to, but yeah, the old. Oh, there's upstairs. Ooh, okay. What I used to do was just go, like I said, was go into the. Oh, somebody had like a. Interesting. What I used to do was just go into the real estate agent's office. Is that outside there? Oh wow. Okay. Hello. Nice. That's. Oh, they got a little. Now, why are you gonna stick your cats in a little cage, like a tiny ass cage like that? Let them cats out. Also, you can't really let cats out on the roof, can you? What's going on there? See, if this is my place, I'm gonna maybe make some kind of thing so like a greenhouse enclosure so the cats can't get out. You want the cats to be able to go outside. But this is a nice, I mean, it needs a bit of work, but this is a nice little balcony here. Yeah, I could definitely sit up here. See, this looks like... So basically in Nanjing, you have two kinds of places. I don't know what it's like in other cities, but you have big, tall, apartment buildings that go up to like 30 floors, which have elevators. And then you have these shorter buildings, which are about 6 or 7 floors high. And these buildings don't have elevators, which is an issue. So I do have some friends that live in these places, and you have to walk up the steps, and it's a little annoying, but I guess it's good exercise. But yeah, if you live on the 6th floor, you have to walk up 6 flights of stairs on the way home. Anyway, I just wanted to show off this website. Anyway, just a quick video today, how to... oh yeah, and so if you find a place that you like, the listing will usually have a real estate agent's thing here, and you can scan this, or you can call them and get an appointment. So you use the website to have a look at the places that you want. You might look in an area. You might even find, you can search by a particular building. If you find like, oh, this building has really nice views, and now I want to look in this specific building. If you can use Chinese, it's going to be a lot easier to navigate, obviously. And then each listing has a real estate. If you find a place you like, you can talk to the real estate agent, and arrange a time to go and visit the house. Yeah, all right. I hope that's helpful. I don't know if you've got any questions, let me know. How to find an apartment in China. I guess there's a lot more I could talk about in terms of the... I guess there's a lot more I can talk about in terms of the administration of how the process actually works. But I just wanted to show this app because, like this website, this app, because it is really, really cool. Hope that's helpful. Have a great day. Let me know if you got questions about renting houses in China or the other stuff. All right, take it easy. Bye-bye.